What you cooking, Tokyo?
All I know is I'ma miss you. I got a test, they tripping. You know I can't wait until somebody get them. All I know is I'ma miss you. All I know is I'ma miss you. At least I got to say I love you, dawg. You believed in me when nobody did it. And they had it.
Brand new weekly candle open. It's currently, the weekly candle open has been open for nearly 12 hours now, around 10 hours. So far, we've got a small, weak, bullish body, small, weak, bullish body, slight bottom wick already. But in fact, it's a pretty sizable bottom wick. It's like literally the size of the previous body of the weekly candle last week. So this is a sizable wick to even like now the candle's flipped after making this wick back bullish. There's a potential for this candle to fill and engulf this previous bearish daily candle that we had on Friday, because obviously we've had the wick, the rejection, the flip, and now we're back bullish, and it's more than likely I think we're going to close bullish, but obviously this is only halfway through the first daily candle. So this trade took place around, what was 9 p.m. Eastern, so it was around 9 a.m. for me. Obviously due to the Asian Open 8 p.m. Eastern volume after the new daily candle open. So Monday was very quiet. We did have push down initially. Well, actually, we just continued pushing down from last week. Bottomed out just around the 26.92s, 93s, and then we pushed back above the key level with the volume from Asian session at the weekly open. We went on quite a bullish run after that. You could have potentially even took some buys around here as well, but I didn't want to because the confirmations weren't really enough for me. There was some confirmations, but I wanted a little bit more if I was going to take a trade, and I kind of got scarred from last week, which I mentioned in the last clip, where I took some buys in the first session of the week and it ended up failing. So, but this one was a little bit different because we'd already had like a decent correction on the intraday in the previous daily candle, and we were at some lows. We pushed a little bit deeper, and then that's what we found the demand. All right, I want the double bottom to get formed on the intraday, and this zone to get solidified more, and then potentially look to take a setup out of this demand zone towards the new highs. Or I'm waiting for a clean break above here and some structure to get formed above this key level to continue up towards to make new highs and fill this gap. I was really looking to just capitalize between the 27.15s and the 27.23s short term during this session. Wasn't looking to hit a 100 pip trade because I can understand that this is like a pretty high entry for me. It's a different entry type that I would normally take, like maybe like a double bottom bounce or a double top bounce. Like those are more like my type of trades to take. But this is like a break and retest out of the range of breakout, retest to the key level, the continuation back above, the key level to fill the gap that was previously, the range that was created from the previous highs to continue. Because if we're going to continue making highs, we need to fill this gap, right? We need to fill this range in order to get to 27.75s or 27.25s to make new intraday highs. So yeah, basically woke up just after Asian session, saw that we were breaking out to the upside, saw that we started breaking above these highs, and we started printing above the key level, but not off I don't really like to get the first break of the key level, like enter there, because you haven't really got any like structure to really base your entry or your stop loss off. And now this isn't great price action because this was a very quick retest, held above it and then continued on. So it was a very quick trade, and I think it only took like 20 minutes to really hit TP, 15-20 minutes. But yeah, it was a quick break, quick retest back below the key level, push back above, held above. You see all these few candles here, we've got bottom wicks rejecting nicely holding above that key level. This is what we like to see. It's like kind of like a very minor support level getting formed, like liquidity zone, after we've like broke out, retested, and then pushed back above. So like this candle right here is like a key place that you would want price to um sit above. To me, it just made sense with the timing and the structure on the intraday and everything. It's just a short term trade. I'm not looking to take um hundreds of pips here. Like I was literally just looking to take 60 pips. We've made the new high and we've confirmed that basically we're still continuing bullish and still strong bullish on the bullish side. So yeah, guys, I would have liked to obviously take this entry earlier in the week because like obviously that was the better entry. Now you see price sitting at 27, 26s. And even if we did come back down to here, I was pretty confident that we weren't going to like break below this key level. And that we were going to still maintain bullish structure. But yeah, I just wanted to have multiple scenarios based on what price could do. But like I said, bro, I was waiting. I was being patient and waiting for this opportunity to arise. Now, I capitalized on it. 27.15s to 27.21s I took, but you could have went to 27.23s if you wanted to. It did make sense based on the key level range. I want to be fully transparent. This is the second trade that I have. No, not second. Is it second? Yes, it's the second trade I took this week because I took a very, very good trade earlier in the week down here at 27.15s. And I think just what happened here is I just got greedy, very simply. And I thought I could squeeze out a little bit, a few more pips, 60 more pips from like a bounce off a lower probability zone late last night. Obviously, I seen all this intraday exhaustion and I knew that eventually we're going to be due for a intraday correction to this bullish impulsive move up and break out from the 27.20s. So once I think we could possibly even dig into the 27.40s, deep into the 27.30s potentially later this week. But yeah, I kind of knew this was coming. I just thought I would be a little bit greedy and try to scalp another 60 pips from the key level last night. There was no news. There was no important news last night as far as I'm aware. So yeah, that was just another thing that I guess was going against me because there was no like clear data to come out to fuel any, even some short-term buys. But the price action was nice. I'm not going to lie. We did start to form a minor support level going into. It was the timing for me for this was one of the main like confidence and confirms around this trade. But again, there was some factors going against it as well. The fact there was no news, the fact that we're at extremely high prices at 27.57s and we've been bullish consecutively on the daily now for 3 days in a row. One of those candles being a lot of pips. This was just simply an extension of the buys originally what I took. Like these were the entries to take early at the start of the week at the 2700s and stuff like that. And even where I entered at 27.15s, it was a little bit of a later entry, but still ran on for major bits. Wasn't the best trade. I know I was knowing that subconsciously, and that's the mistake I made once again. But now I can identify the problem here that it's probably always best if prices show major exhaustion like this on the intraday. Don't try to just squeeze out an extra setup on a scalp based on like a higher time frame wick or something or an intraday wick, because price could have wicked up to here, TP'd me, and then just rejected and then done what it did now. And that's kind of what I was hoping for. I wasn't expecting price to just continue with major legs up with bullish, strong bullish candles. I wasn't expecting that at all. definitely at this stage where you basically creating an accumulation at the highs. It's inevitable before we have like a secondary phase of market structure or a range in general. Price might just range from where it is right now. Another loss, so that puts us another 2R for the week. Currently, 1 loss, 1 win, same as last week. But right now, we are on Thursday. It was a good setup based on the price action signatures and how price was moving, but volume just died after that, like pretty much almost immediately after London close. It's just momentum just wasn't there and it just wasn't breaking highs anymore. And I think after this, and we saw like this range, tightening up your stops, securing positions wouldn't have been a bad idea, but I just went to sleep. Um, I was like asleep around here. It was like 1 a.m. for me, so did get stopped out at 1 a.m. Unfortunate loss, but like I said, I knew it was a little bit of a riskier one. I just thought I'd be a little bit cheeky and try to snag the 60 pips. I wasn't looking for 120 pips. I wasn't looking for 200 pips. I was looking for just like a small move that I knew could happen and still not like disrupt the overall intraday price action. You know what I mean? Because like I said, it could have just drawn into my TP and not even broke above this high here, which was the current daily highs at that time. And obviously, as you can see, as it came back to retest the highs again and again, it just failed, and it was an overall creating bearish structure at that point. At this time, when I was entering here at 11:30 a.m. Eastern, around that time at the double bottom, it was quite strong, bullish, and it looked valid. But this is another reason why you should be, especially on the 1 minute time frame, you need to be identifying like structure and how you can manage trades actively to position yourself in a better way. But honestly, I'm okay with this. Manage risk perfectly, so I have no problem taking the loss. I chose to take the risk, just be a little bit more aggressive. I'm not sure why. I thought it should be a little bit more aggressive, but I did, and I knew it was a lower chance of this trade working out for me. But yeah, resulted in a loss. Was still 2 losses and 4 wins up now, I think, or 3 wins. No, we're 4 wins up now. So yeah, technically only 2 losses this year so far in January, but still clean month for me. If you can give yourself a lot of breathing room to make errors, you will likely find that you make a lot less errors in general because you have that breathing, you have that peace of mind to know like, all right, this can go wrong, but it's not going to wreck me completely and wreck my mental and psychological fortitude. Because I can't tell you how many, like my probably more than half of my losses in total that I've took in my whole career have probably been, no, I wouldn't say probably, I would say this is almost definite. That more than half of the losses that I've took have been caused purely because I took a loss in the first place. You know, like that revenge trading, that trying to get back the win and allowing the previous trades to affect the current trade, stuff like that. That's the shit that messes you up completely, and I think that's what leads to like a string of losses or a losing streak.
I just made me some more hoes that I stay.
It's Friday, boys. Like around this time, we were going into New York session, NYSE last daily candle. We had some high jobless claims report came out, actually higher than the max expectations. I didn't like how the structure was printing, and I wanted to get in off the key level at 2740s, but price just went crazy with bullish volume and broke above these highs, which shifted structure completely when breaking above these highs. Retested it going into the brand new daily candle, and then since then transitioning into Asian Open when I woke up. Price had created support and started continuing back above the key level. So guys, I'm going for 90 pips right now. We're currently sitting around almost 60 pips. Blasted through TP. Well and truly going on to the key level now, like I said, at 27.71. So I was pretty confident that because we had already started moving up with volume even before the Asian Open, I was pretty confident that we could fill this range. Although I was just aiming for 90 pips because that's all I needed. I didn't feel the need to have like a 40, 50 pip stop. Another trade in the bag. This is so clean, like, we're mooning. All time frames are still looking very good to keep holding these buys. But yeah, guys, very good setup, boys. I'm done for the day. I really don't even feel the need to trade for the rest of the week now. So this is me done for the week. 2 wins, 1 loss.